You know him. Yusuf Mahmood. He says he's a friend of Ari's, but he's not. He's not a man of his word.
What's he done?
He gave Aryan some money, but now he wants it back and more with interest.
I thought usury was banned in Islam.
He's not a man of God. He's a liar and a thief.
He's also very dangerous. Look, do you think it's possible that Yusuf has duped your husband into helping him without you
Why
knowing?
are you so convinced my husband's a terrorist?
We found literature and DVDs glorifying a violent jihad.
They are for study.
He's also had several trips to Pakistan in the last few months.
He's been looking at madrasas, Islamic schools. I'm 4 months pregnant.
Right, okay, well, I'm sorry if the investigation has caused you any stress, but it's been somewhat unavoidable.
It's a bit late now for an apology, don't you think?
Excuse me.
Grace, why don't you take Sammy to the front office, get a drink or something.
Yusuf Mahmood has been picked up at the airport.
You reckon he's done a runner?
Well, he won me the first time today.
Why? It's not like I was going to nick him or anything. I reckon he must have recognised you earlier.
Maybe he's got something to hide. He seemed pretty edgy when he came out of the garage. It's like an incident room.
There you go, look at this.
Well, whoever Derek Riley is, Barry knows all about him. His daily routine. Why?
I know, but look at this. I'm looking at that bullseye, it's nothing good. Who's guessed that?
That's just around the corner from where I had the accident. So maybe Barry hasn't done a runner. Maybe he's gone back to finish off the job.
What job?
I don't know. Whatever it is he was doing before I nearly ran him over.
What on earth is going on here?
I don't know. But I think we need to find Derek Riley before Barry does.
So Yusuf Mahmood's held his hands up to the attack on Aryan because he couldn't pay back the loan. But he denies all knowledge of the arson at the locket.
Yeah, Yusuf's alibi checked out too, Gov, and Arahan's.
Right, well, we're back to square one, aren't we? After all these armed raids, after all these terrorist alerts.
Well, we acted on the evidence that was available to us at the time, Gov.
No, we've been looking in the wrong places all along. Rashid actors had us chasing shadows when we should have been focusing on the evidence.
Listen, I don't get it. It's one thing to dislike your daughter's taste in men, but it's another thing to accuse your son-in-law of being a terrorist. What was he thinking?
We need to go right back to the beginning, shift the focus, see if there's anything we've missed.
Well, maybe we should bring Rashid back in. I mean, if he's the one complicating things, then maybe he's the one with something to hide, not Arahan.
Rashid said he wanted to protect his daughter. Yeah, from Arahan.
From us. It's been staring us in the face the entire time. Dark clothing, hooded top.
He was in hospital, but he could be...
We have to go from here!
Sammy!
Sammy! Somewhere. What's happening? I need to know. Have you found Ari yet?
No, I'm afraid not.
You see, there is nothing more we can do there. You know, let's go home. Let the police do their job.
Sammy Kazir, I'm arresting you on suspicion of arson. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence.
No. This is wrong. She's innocent.
In court.
Please.
Anything you do say, maybe
It's over, Papa.
What? Let's go.
I met Aryan just after he came out of prison. He was so quiet, so at peace. But my father never saw this. He would look at Aryan and he was scared. Scared of his past, his beliefs, his differences.
And yet, he sold Ariant the business. Gave him an opportunity.
It wasn't an opportunity, it was a trap. The garden centre was failing. It needed investment if it had any chance of succeeding. My father knew this and he still wouldn't lend Ariant the money.
So Ariant went to Yusuf.
It didn't help. We've been on the verge of bankruptcy for months. None of this mattered to Yusuf. He just wanted his money back. I begged my father to help us. And he agreed to give Ariant the money only if I came back home. My father doesn't want his grandchild being brought up by somebody like Ariant.
You increased the insurance, didn't you?
No. It was Ariant who raised the premium. I saw a letter. £50,000. I never stopped to think why it was so much.
What was Ariant keeping in the lockup?
Family heirlooms.
Did you know?
He told me at the hospital. I wanted to help him help us. Instead, I've ruined everything.
Let's go for backup. We can always call Heath and get his opinion. Anyway, when push comes to shove, Barry's not going to do anything stupid.
Hey, Gov, that's our man.
Barry, it's the police!
Hey, police, stop!
It's no use running, Mr. Riley.
You going down, Barry?
You didn't really think you stood a chance against me, did you? You know what happens now.
Put that gun down.
I have to finish it. No one escapes the shadow.
Watch out for the gun, McKay!
Wait, put the gun down. Oh, wait! It's paint!
Game over.
Hang on, so you're saying it's a role-play game?
We get a new mission every month, and we have our own code names. Mine's The Shadow.
The Shadow?
Yeah, okay, so it's a bit geeky, so there you go. Look, since I left the forces, I have felt useless, bored. I mean, suddenly there's no purpose to my life. And this role-play stalking game fills the gap. It's called Find and Destroy. And I would have got him if you hadn't ruined it, and you cost me 20 points.
You left the scene of an accident this morning. An accident that you caused.
Sorry about that. Look, I was meaning to turn myself in once the mission had been accomplished. Honest.
The traffic police are trying to put me on charges of driving without due care and attention. Nobody believed me when I said there was a nutter in a military uniform. I nearly lost my job because of you.
Sorry.
Oh, Gov, I think my lads know. Uniform called to say that Aaron Kazir just returned home. So you want me to bring the guy in?
No, I'll go and see him later. How'd you get on with Rashid?
Yeah, he's admitted to covering up his daughter's arson. So, look, Gov, I'm sorry. You were right, and I was too willing to go where Rashid was leading us.
Well, don't worry about it. It's a sign of the times. Gov, I thought you'd been in an accident.
Oh, I wouldn't let a little thing like that stop me from coming to work.
Smithy, do us a favour. Can you pass on this traffic for me?
Yeah, I'd love to. What is it?
It's a signed statement I may want to read before putting out their final report on the collision this morning.
Courtesy of the Shadow.
What happened here?
We made a mistake. I'm sorry.
Where's my wife?
She's at the station. Ariant, she confessed to the arson. Where have you been?
Doesn't matter. I needed some time alone to pray for Sammy, for myself. You took my DVDs, my laptop.
Yeah, your property was taken under the Terrorism Act.
Terrorism.
Like I said, we made a mistake. You'll get your things back.
But not my wife.
Well, she has committed a crime.
She too made a mistake.
Her mistake was marrying you. If you hadn't come into her life, she would have been with me now.
Mr. Actor, I think you've said enough for one day, don't you?
I told you nothing you didn't want to hear.
No, you lied to us. And this is the result. It could have been much, much worse. No, you are very close to being charged with perverting the course of justice.
You told them I was a terrorist. You hate me that much.
I knew you would take my Sammy away from me.
Sammy made her own choices, Rashid.
She refuses to talk to me.
And now neither of us will see her for some time. Are you content? Please.